This is Dirt and Sprague on 1080 The Fan.
All right, I got the official listing of the jacket. My wife sent it to me. It's officially the Nike Windrunner Rappel running jacket. The colors listed: olive, aura, dark, stucco. So I do technically have a green on.
Technically, it is a green.
So I win.
Stucco. I don't know if you
Stucco's
win.
not. That's a gray.
That's a gray.
So the bottom
is stucco.
Yeah, the darker part is
and you tried
stucco.
to claim the bottom was green.
Well, again, I think I really might be a little colorblind.
I think we're learning this about you this morning. Yeah.
Also, good one by one of our listeners, Matt. He said, also, I can point out that even the angle at which Dirt takes the photo displays how much he's vertically challenged.
Ouch.
Just an unnecessary low blow. We're all making fun of Sprague together. I thought we were all in the same camp of making fun of Sprague, but no, let's make fun of me.
He's a wee lad over there. Capture me, Lucky Charms.
Doesn't that make me more accurate in picking greens if I'm a leprechaun? I think I get the definitive stance, not green.
Saw a study on Instagram. I don't know if it was real, but it said men that are 5'8" or shorter live an average of 4.95 years longer.
You're damn right we do. We got less to take care of.
And the funny comments were basically, yeah, but you'd have to be 5'8", so no thanks. Ouch. And I almost tagged you.
Would you trade an extra 2 inches for 4 years of your life? I don't know. It's a tough trade-off.
Thank you for all the great color suggestions, by the way. Fantastic. I don't think I'm going to get pinched, but a good photo and good segment nonetheless. Let's get to the NCAA tournament. Cameron Salerno is going to join us from CBS Sports coming up here, get his reaction to Selection Sunday with 14 SEC teams get in.
You're damn right we did. When you got a juggernaut conference like that, you got to put them all in there.
There's 16 in the conference.
It's so stupid.
In what world should a conference be getting that many of their conference?
There's not a world that exists, but guess what? We're going to expand the NCAA tournament, and they're going to get even more.
I mean, they could only get 2 more, and everybody would get in.
Get them all in. Don't they have 18 teams in the SEC?
Oh, is it 18?
I believe it's
I'm
18
sorry.
teams. So they technically could get 4 more in.
Okay, so 14 of 18. I saw this, and I thought it was a very easy, fair point. Clearly, the network that is in business in bed with the SEC did everything all year to make this conference. And I think this conference is good.
Yeah, it's a good conference.
Could definitely win the national championship. Nobody would be shocked to see one of the top SEC teams hoist the trophy. But there is not a doubt in my mind that they did everything all year on that major network to basically say, it's the best conference and it's not close. Deepest conference. We've never seen it like this.
Not even close.
And it paid off.
Yeah.
They got 14 of their 18 teams in. The Big Ten also cleaning house, getting in. Oregon got in as the 5 seed. They're in the East region in Newark. They will take on the 12-seeded Liberty. So we get a Fiesta Bowl rematch, but in basketball. If they win that, they get the winner of Arizona-Akron. So they may take on the Zips or the Wildcats. So we get a throwback Pac-12 game potentially. And then the winner of that will take on the winner between Duke and Mississippi State and Baylor, whoever one of those 3 teams, because there's no chance American and Mount St. Mary's is beating Duke with or without Cooper Flagg.
Not going to happen.
And so Oregon as a 5 seed draws Liberty. Tell me what you know about Liberty.
I know that they're not very good. That's all I know about Liberty.
Okay,
I think
all
I looked
right.
up the numbers on them. They did not play a single quad 1 team all year.
They got a 12 seed. How did you not get a play in there?
Let me pull up the numbers there. I see. Somebody had a great kind of
San Diego State and North Carolina have to play a play-in game.
They do.
But Liberty just flat out gets in as a 12 seed, not having played one quad 1
How do
team.
they do this?
That is true.
I don't know.
That is
I don't
true.
know how they do anything.
Liberty played 0 quad 1 games. They didn't face a single ranked team inside the top 50 of net. They didn't play a single team inside the top 50. Their
How are
best
they a
win
12
on the
seed?
year came against McNeese, who is number 58 in net, and that was back in November in a tournament.
Richie McKay's the coach.
So that's the only win they got. If you believe in McNeese being an elite program, that's the best thing that Liberty has to offer. None of this makes any sense. I don't yell about it too much though, because I don't watch that much college basketball.
Why would we get hot and bothered by
So everybody wants to scream about certain teams making it in. Look, famous last words.
that? Here it goes.
But let's go ahead and fire away because I'm feeling good right now.
Sure.
That Duck game, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is Friday night, right? It's the last game Friday night?
Yes, sir.
Is my math
7:10
correct?
PM.
Okay. We are going to be out at A&A on Friday morning and Thursday afternoon. That line, I believe, last I saw was 6.5.
I'm hammering Oregon.
I'm hammering Oregon. hammering Oregon.
I am going to take a lot of dogs, but yeah, Liberty.
That line, maybe I'm missing something. Dane Altman in the tournament, he's never lost the first game in the tournament.
Never.
He's won a game every time he's been.
They're going to win this game.
It's Liberty. Like Oregon's, I know they lost to Michigan State on whatever that was Friday morning in the Big Ten tournament, but Michigan State's one of the best teams in the country. They might find themselves in the Final Four.
I don't know if they'll get Akron, Arizona, or if they'll win that game, but
I don't
they're
know,
beating
but
Liberty.
6.5.
Richie McKay is the coach. Everybody here locally knows Richie McKay.
Yes.
He coached at Portland State for 2 seasons in the 90s, and then he was the coach at Oregon State for a couple seasons and got fired.
Yeah, didn't go very well for him when he was down there.
Give him credit. He's a career lifer. He's found his way of just his entire life. He's been able to be a coach, and it's got to be a pretty awesome life to get paid decent money to be the head coach of a Division I team. But no. What about Liberty? I mean, if you lose to Liberty, fire Altman.
We're firing Altman if we lose that game.
Probably not.
Get rid of him. I just don't think you're going to lose that game. Oregon got gifted a wonderful matchup in the first round. Where you look at some of the other 5-12s that they could have played. Now, not all of them are big.
McNeese State, you mentioned they play.
Colorado State is one of the other 12 seeds, and then UC San Diego is one of the other 12. So Michigan ends up being a 5. Your other 5's Memphis, and then Clemson was a 5 seed out of the ACC.
Can we be fair here? I don't know anything about UC San Diego. I'm not even going to act like I know all that much about Colorado State.
What the hell's the matter with you? You haven't watched Colorado State ball this year?
Didn't you just say Liberty played McNeese?
Liberty. They did. They actually did beat McNeese, so maybe we didn't get the easiest of the 12 matchups.
So maybe you didn't get the easiest 12.
Very well could have been. Maybe McNeese is the team you want to play in that 5-12 matchup.
We got Cameron Salerno going to join us here in just a minute from CBS Sports. Is there one hot takeaway? Jay Williams has all 1 and 2 seeds in his Final Four.
Shocking. I'm going to have St. John's probably winning the whole thing because why not? It's just the Johnnies.
First conference title since 2000.
Dude, I want Rick Pitino to win another national championship. I've advocated for every program to go hire that guy. Wow. All he does is win. But for some reason, 8 seconds is something we just can't overlook. And so I'm rooting for St. John's to make it all the way. I think it'd be great for college hoops to have him.
I think we overlooked that. I think it was the brothel part.
We might. Who cares about brothels? We might have a Calipari versus Pitino matchup in the second round of the tournament. You could get that.
Yeah.
If you are a believer in UConn being a dominant tournament team, although they'd have to get through Florida in the second round, I am going to take them to beat Oklahoma, though, in the first round because Oklahoma shouldn't be in the tournament. You could get a UConn-St. John's matchup, potentially in the Elite Eight, heading into the Final Four. So,
you think they're going to beat Florida?
I mean, why the hell not? Let's get weird. It's March Madness. Let's not do all 1s and 2s. That's stupid, Jay Williams. You're as boring as humanly possible. Let's have some upsets mixed into who we're picking to win this damn thing. Outside of that, really, the only other thing that people yelled about was North Carolina making it, which it felt like
the semis.
Felt like that kid was on the take, going over the line there on the violation.
Boy, that was a brutal way to lose. Coming back and then
subbing him in. You missed the first free throw. He comes in. Didn't look like he lost his balance. That was a strange sequence of events that cost him that game.
Georgia is Gonzaga. Gonzaga got the Bulldogs. So it's Bulldog on Bulldog crime.
Yeah, I think Gonzaga fan is upset about their seeding and where they were.
I mean, they won the WCC. They got in. They're an 8 seed. They do have to take on Houston if they win that game.
Yeah.
What were they mad about?
I don't know.
What do people get mad about? Like,
people get mad.
The second game's not easy. Like, win the first game. Worry about the second game when you get there.
You got to get through Georgia.
And then even then, what?
Gonzaga.
Are you going to be mad about the Sweet 16 matchup?
Yeah,
like,
but
what do you get mad about?
Like, I see that point, but that's not how the tournament should be seeded.
No, it shouldn't. You're right.
None of this makes sense, but you can't say, well, you've been a good program for 15 years, so we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Like, Gonzaga wasn't that good this year. I know they won their conference, but the WCC wasn't that good of a conference.
Easy.
It was
that
not.
That was a 5-deep conference.
It was not.
Yeah, 5 deep.
They only got one team in the NIT, too.